Hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are doing our AI-only championship series. We are in the second chance rounds. We are in the first of 3 groups. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we already lost some. Eleanor, that's right. Eleanor has already been eliminated from our championship series. Only 3 are going to make it out of this group. We still got about halfway to go, although probably a little bit more when you consider the game slows down. Right now, Matthias, Pedro, and Victoria are the 3 who are looking to advance. Although, I mean, Cyrus is still in a pretty good position, potentially. I mean, especially if he goes and takes on Canada. China, Montezuma, perhaps. I mean, there's a whole lot of territory over here. So, it's kind of still way up in the air, honestly. And then Georgia was in there too, right? Because Georgia's the one that ended up knocking out, well, England did, but Georgia also helped knock out Eleanor. Let's see, where's she? Oh my gosh, she's all the way. Yeah, that's right. So it's basically everyone except Canada and Arabia right now. So we're just going to have to kind of see what everyone's doing. And in fact, we could look at yields and see. So who's going for science right now? Looks like Victoria and Montezuma. Then culture is definitely China and Pedro. So the thing is, Pedro's going to be able to pop out a bunch of wonders, as is China. But China doesn't have as many cities. So that's going to be probably best for Brazil. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on the wonders over here, see who's doing more wonders as the game progresses. There's also a couple potential city locations over here. Looks like Brazil's trying to take one of them right away. I don't see any wonders in Brazil right now. No, China, they're building some Renaissance walls, which is going to make it really hard. I mean, they're still fighting Brazil. Oh, actually, whoa, China ended up taking Hong Kong from Brazil. Okay, then. It is rebelling right away in 4 turns. With the governor, can they stop that? 4 turns, probably not. No, it'll be 2.5. If they could keep taking on more, like grabs Salvador, maybe. Oh, that's interesting, because we kind of thought that was what was going to happen as soon as we started seeing the Crouching Tigers, is we really thought China was just going to start rolling over Brazil. And instead what ended up happening was Brazil took some territories. So that's interesting, to say the least. Is England at war with anyone? They're at war with Montezuma. Is Persia at war with anyone? They are allied with England. We got to keep that in mind. So they will never fight each other. Hungary is at war with Montezuma. So there's multiple wars with Montezuma right now. Cahokia could fall to Hungary, but I don't know what Hungary is doing. Didn't Hungary try invading England at one point? I think they did. Lots of religious stuff going on. A whole bunch of religious stuff. And then barbarians are currently fighting Georgia, who seems to... they have musketmen, so she's not doing too terrible right now. What was her science? She's only at 56 and she has musketmen. That's a little early. Hong Kong's still flipping. But it's down to 14 turns. When's the next era? What did China end up in this era? China's in a dark age and Brazil's in a normal. So they'll be able to hold on to it if they can survive, if they can hold on to Hong Kong this era. China also has settlers. They're trying to settle, but there's literally nowhere to go except that one island there and then the island just south. Oh, then again, they have all this northern stuff. Honestly, like, if Brazil or China goes up here, that might help catapult them into 3rd. We'll see. Barbarians end up stealing a settler. I assume it's a Brazilian settler. Yeah, it was the Brazilian settler that was going over here. That's actually hilarious. Watch China take it. That would just be great. And then Arabia's still kind of just holding on over here. Yeah, they kind of got screwed, but they didn't really do a good job with it. Buenos Aires got settled there. Hamilton. Oh, okay, never mind. Ottawa's down there. They almost got as screwed as Canada, but not quite as bad. What's Persia and Brazil's opinion? Not friendly. I'm actually kind of impressed that Buenos Aires is full loyalty right now. Persia's in a dark age. Okay, so that's not going to stay that way, though. That will definitely flip. Temple of Artemis has not been popped yet, and it looks like Persia's finally going to get it. That's a really slow Temple of Artemis. I mean, it's almost turn 200. Usually, the AI builds it by then. Usually. Broadway already for freaking Brazil, man. Yo, I wonder how happy China is. I wonder how much happiness they have. They are popping out a zoo. I'm just wondering if they're not happy enough, if they can flip the loyalty with a little bit more happiness. The other thing would be population growth in their cities. Xi'an's going to grow a little bit. Although, actually, I think they just lost a population because it looks like they just built the settler. Yeah, I don't know they're going to be able to flip that. And they don't have much of a military left. Okay, if we look at military score here, Cyrus is currently with the largest army. Victoria is the second largest army, so the alliance there is pretty strong. What is England's view of... Okay, so they're not friendly with each other. They don't hate each other, but they're not super friendly. Emergency session, city-state against Brazil for taking Buenos Aires. I wonder if that's going to trigger Persia. Yeah, it did. It did. So who said yes? We can't see. We can click here. Probably China. It looks like Canada and Persia. It will definitely get taken. So I wonder what they're going to get for... Yeah, I mean, I would be shocked if they can't take it. So they will get 1 gold per turn for each of their envoys, and then 100 diplomatic favor. I would be shocked at Persia, because they got the bombards. They have everything they need right here. Those are still only... No, those are medieval walls. They got medieval walls up already there? That's BS. Looks like England is currently... No, you're not fighting. It's just the religious units. What's religion looking like here? Split. Yeah, it's split. We could spend more time watching the religious game, but I usually just kind of ignore it, just for the standpoint that it doesn't really make a big of a difference. Like, I mean, it can help the score by far, and if there's, you know, two cities that are pretty close together, the one that has the religion is probably going to be the one that's ahead. But ultimately, no one's ever going to win a religious victory, which is why I kind of, you know, end up not really paying too much attention. So Hong Kong is going to end up flipping. There's nothing that can, nothing that's going to be happening with it. You are no longer at war with China, mostly because... Wait. No, you are still at war with China. Okay. By the way, that's a really great spot to put your Crouching Tiger. China's going to need some better units, though. Actually, then again, they have Crouching Tiger armies. Wow. Okay, so that's some late game stuff. Broadway's still getting popped out here. I assume Temple of Artemis probably got finished over here. It was somewhere over here. You got the Machu Picchu, too. Yeah, there it is. Interesting. Right next to the Hungary territory. And in fact, if Hungary... Well, never mind. I was going to say, that should technically be in Mohawk's territory, but oh well. Potato Palace is being knocked out over here by Hungary. Remember, Hungary's in first place. Is Brazil still in third with that city lost? Yeah, they're still in second, actually. So, let's see. Victoria is in third, and she's starting to pull away a little bit. Kind of impressed with you, England. I'm definitely impressed. She needs to throw a couple more towns down. Like, we got all this over here. There's still some towns over here. You know, all this island up here. I mean, there is still a comeback potential for pretty much anyone. Georgia seems to be about the only one that actually is continuing to expand right now. Aztecs are expanding, but like all of this is just wide open for the taking. They seem to be more interested in fighting each other still. I thought Hungary, maybe it was here. I thought Hungary was a little further west down here, but I guess not. Hong Kong should have flipped by now. No, 5 turns. It slowed down actually a little bit. Yeah. Oh, no, there it was. Okay, I wonder if that was a spy, because it said 5 turns. Those Crouching Tigers should be able to take it back, though, I would think. Because Crouching Tiger we saw was 55, I think. Crouching Tiger. Was it 55 range? It's 50, 60, 70. So they're at 70 range strength. They should do ridiculous amounts of damage. Or they're just going to get absolutely destroyed by a musketman? 30, 40, 50 melee strength. They shouldn't be getting hit that hard. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, never mind. So Hong Kong's going to end up flipping back over to Brazil. Unless this era ends in time. No. Dang, that sucks. That sucks for China. He's just a little too quick on that take, man. Still no one's settled over here yet. I mean, honestly, if no one's settling, that probably benefits England the most right now because they're just going to be able to hold on. And remember, England had really good science. So she's going to be able to get some of the late game science wonders. Like, yeah, there you go. The Oxford is being popped out. More than that, she'll be able to get to the rocket sites, probably get flight and do stuff like that. She has her fair share of wonders, actually. Yeah, she really does. What's the score looking like over here? So 105, 90. Victoria only 45. Oh, never mind. Yeah, she actually has the least amount of wonders for everyone in the top 10 or top 6 at least. And she doesn't have a religious score, and yet she's still in third place. So it must be empire size then. Yeah, her empire size is definitely helping. Looks like she has a lot of great people too, which is always going to help. Now, I wonder if someone else is building Oxford as well. Okay, so Georgia is still expanding. Dude, Georgia, man. She's trying to make a play. She's still pretty far down. She has a religion, though. Little behind in wonders, but that empire score could very much catch up. Aztecs have tanks. Okay. And they're at war with Georgia right now. So that might hurt. Yeah, that might be a problem for Georgia. Yeah, that might kind of hinder the comeback. So I'm assuming Aztecs then aren't at war with everyone else. No, they're still at war with Persia and England. Okay. What? Who's Hungary fighting? No one. No one. Arabia finally settled down here, which isn't a terrible spot. In fact, if you can throw a couple more towns, you know, hey, not like he's going to be able to hold it, but or catch back up. But hey, at least he's trying. Persia's probably honestly the most disappointing one, simply because he was looking really strong, but he's just never able to do anything. And against what I said, Buenos Aires is probably going to hold out here. Wow. Dude, I'm kind of disappointed, Persia. Wow, that bombard just got wrecked by the Cuirassier. Brazil's looking really strong army-wise. Only 363, but I don't know. I guess because he has the armies. So right now, I mean, remember, Cyrus had the largest army at one point. And Pedro was currently fighting China and actually losing to China. So for him to hold on to Buenos Aires is just kind of ridiculous. The alliance over here just very disappointing. Very disappointing. China's rolling around now with Cav. I'm wondering if that's going to make a difference. He's got field cannons over here. I think he has a lot higher science yield than China. Yeah, China has a little bit more culture, but not going to really make much of a difference. So he did build Broadway, and now he's building the Hermitage, and he's building Statue of Liberty, and the Cristo Redentor. So that is 4 wonders in like 30 turns. If he knocks out all those, it's pretty much GG. Brazil's going to make it. And that's an extra 45 points he's about to get, right? 15, 30, 45. Yeah, he should be safe at that point. England is starting to lose ground to Montezuma. I wonder why. Was Marseille? I don't think Marseille was Georgian, right? That was Aztecs. So he hasn't taken any territory yet. If he starts taking territory, that would change the game a little bit. Because he could clearly catch up to England if he starts taking some of these. Like, if he gets up here and grabs the capital and actually is able to hold on to it, that's 2 wonders. So that's going to be an extra 30 points plus everything else going on in there. And then, obviously, if he ever finishes off Arabia, he has a chance to get a lot of score over there, too. He does have low oil, so those tanks are going to be a little, well, not as strong as they could be. And I really, honestly, I'm kind of wondering if Hungary and him are ever going to be at war. So he's got 8 turns left on the statue. Looks like he's going to finish it first. Yeah, Hungary will get the Statue of Liberty. So he'll have full loyalty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, he won't be able to get it over there. That one's a little too far away for him, but it's fine. He's working on the Taj Mahal, but I think Brazil was closer on that. I think Brazil almost had the Taj Mahal knocked out. Wait, was it Brazil? No. It was over here. He's working on Big Ben. I thought he had the Taj Mahal. He's also working on Cristo Redentor. 9 turns. Interesting. Where was his Taj Mahal? 9 turns. 9 turns. Okay, so it's gonna matter who goes first then. It looks like Hungary goes before Cyrus, so Hungary's probably gonna be able to finish it. That's disappointing. There's nothing worse than losing it only because they move slightly ahead of you. Yeah, it's like seriously like the worst way to lose a wonder. Georgia still has more cities being popped out. They still have more settlers. Okay, absolutely no one is settling any of these islands, which is just so disappointing. We have this new era soon. Pedro has been awarded for winning the emergency, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. The thing is, the city's going to flip as soon as this next arrow triggers. I can almost guarantee you. China is holding on, but, man, might be a little too late for them. I don't know that they're going to be able to make a play. Same thing with Tamar. Tamar's still so far back, which is just kind of mind-blowing considering how much territory she has. I don't know. Like, you got to keep in mind, Tamar was the one that was, like, the first one actually to go domination successfully. and take over some territory, and it's just like, it's not helped her much. So at this point, it seems like it's between Victoria and Montezuma. I don't think Cyrus is going to be able to catch up, specifically because Cyrus is allies with England. But, if he gets a golden era here, he might be able to start flipping some towns, and that might change it. Hungary, is still going westward, not eastward. Freaking dog, man, like barking in the mornings, waking us up at like 6 a.m. She's not quite realizing that she needs to sleep in a little bit later yet for us, but that's okay. So who's rock bands? Most likely Brazil. Yeah, most likely Brazil with the rock bands. I don't think it's China. Oh, no, it is China. Never mind. Rock bands aren't going to really help them, though. Like, that doesn't, I think, give you any era score. I don't think it counts as great people. With this era, what happened? Persia got that golden age. Okay, so did China. But Brazil also got one. Victoria got one. Basically, everyone got one except Canada and Hungary, and then Georgia got a dark age. Interesting. So is anything over here for Hungary flipping? It doesn't look like. Nor is Canada. I'm actually kind of confused at how you're fine. I feel like you should be flipping. I mean, I guess he has a lot of large towns here, so I guess that's why. And Hamilton, he's losing food. I could see this one eventually start flipping. I don't know. Maybe there might have to be a city. No, there can't be a city in there. Maybe not. Maybe not. What about Georgia? Is losing Renee? Barely, though. Barely. And then up here, everything should be fine. It looks like you're at war, or are you just... No. England's just going for Preslov. Okay, that was a really loud rock band. Thank you. Appreciate it, game. I love it when they just turn it up to like 15 for whatever reason. Tone that volume down, man. Tone that volume down. God, I need to find the freaking files, man. I keep telling myself to do it, and I keep never doing it. Laziness, man. Laziness. Actually, it's more forgetfulness, because I never think about it after the fact. It's only when the rock bands are happening that I'm like, oh, I need to change that. But I'm usually recording, so then I can't change it. So, who ended up getting Statue of Liberty? Yep, Hungary did end up finishing Statue of Liberty. Who ended up getting Taj Mahal? I don't remember right there. No, it's the Hajea. Hi, did you get the Taj Mahal? No? Okay. So he goes first. So Persia got it. 8 requests from Montezuma. Sure. Is he still at war with like 40 people? That actually is kind of hilarious if he's still at war with all these people. Just Persia. Did that pass? It did. I wonder if England is sending aid. I wonder if England and Georgia, considering they're not at war, and Arabia, but they have been at war and are likely to be at war again in the future. It would be hilarious if they did pass it. So pretty much not much has been happening now this episode, really. We had a couple wars. We had Hong Kong taken, but for the most part, it's kind of slowed down. England did grab Bristol. That's good. That's going to keep them a little high. A little higher than Montezuma, not by much. Montezuma, though, is catching up, which is weird because he's not really settling. So I'm not quite sure. I guess Montezuma's maybe getting the wonders? Or Montezuma have religion? No, neither of them have religion. Montezuma has one more extra wonder right now. Victoria has more era score. Victoria actually has a smaller empire, which, yeah, I guess. She's working on the Panama Canal. That would be big if she could finish it. And that actually is an okay Panama Canal. I'm not going to lie. That's not a bad one. This whole intersection, though, is worthless. I mean, that doesn't access the sea. I don't think, like, because we talked about it, there's no way to get to the sea with it, right? So. Okay, why are you so freaking loud, game? Oh, my God, that's so annoying. Yeah. Begin voting. I'm wondering... Let's look here. So let's look at overall science right now. Victoria's in first place. Montezuma's in second. Science victory. No one's doing anything yet. Cultural victory. China's actually close. Nah, I don't think. Nah, because Brazil has a lot of culture. They're at 321. So they're actually making more culture. China just has more tourism. I don't think there's any way. because, you know, China could sneak in. If they end up winning the cultural victory, what happens? Then they make it in, and then first and second make it in, but not third place. I don't think that's going to happen, though. There's only 65 turns or so. Even with the rock bands, I think he has too many great works. Like, you can see just all of these great people just kind of hanging out. And he's got a lot of culture. He's at 321 culture, so that's pretty defensive. I think the only way China could win this is if he just focuses 100%, and if Brazil ends up switching over to a science victor or something like that and starts slowing down culture. I think that'd possibly be the only way. Domination, yeah, no one's close. Religion, no one's close. Diplomacy, Matthias is currently at 12, but there's not going to be enough turns for him to get to 20. So anyways, we're going to wrap this up here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, share your support. Next episode might be the last one of this group, I think, probably. Or we might do one after that and then pop over into the next group for in 2 episodes. Like, maybe it'll be part and part. I don't know. We'll see. Till then, later, everybody. Bye.